Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the cutscene that did not make it yesterday. I'll just film it now. Got the motor in, got the bell housing bolts in, got a lot of stuff organized. I put my motor down, that's the 6-liter. A bunch of people were asking, this motor's fine. If you're not following along, we'll just cut to a summary. This motor's fine. We've already explained this. I'm doing this, Project Don't Bullshit Me, to show you a simple combination will work and be retarded fun, and it is cheap and it is possible and it will work. And to do that, this is an $1,150 triple billet lockup torque converter, which is severely out of most people's budgets if they're interested in watching my budget flicks. So what I put in here is the older converter that is much cheaper. I got it for $400 from my friend. It was originally spec'd for a 3800 supercharged motor with a mild turbo setup on it, bolting to an 80E. So I put it in the first iteration of this Colorado build, and it did excellent, and it stalls really nicely. It comes up good, but it struggles to hold power over the 500, 600 horsepower range. So it's perfect for this because the goal for this project is 500 tire. Because I always tell people, if you don't know what to do, buy these products. If you don't know how much power you want to make, the 500 ceiling is a very good place to be. Because there are a lot of components that fit under the threshold for 500 horsepower. Lots of things work, like this converter that doesn't like really high horsepower. Small injectors, i.e. decapped stock ones, will easily make 500 horsepower. Stock fuel rails, and almost any fucking camshaft and turbo will make 500 ponies to the tire. You can even build an atrocious, disgusting, ugly hot side, which I have done many times, and that has made 500 horsepower. So we have all of this, and this is what's going in, and that's what I'm doing, and this is the reason why, to prove a point. This truck doesn't need to make 1,000 horsepower. I much prefer the smaller turbo with, I think it'll be funnier with the tailpipe on it. Quieter. It should still easily go high 10s off the foot brake as long as I'm not blowing through that converter too bad. I'm going to tune it on the stock computer. I always wanted to learn how to do flex fuel with the stock ECU. I have no clue how to do that, but I'm just going to fucking step off into outer space and give it a whirl. We're going to give it a try. And then everyone's like, hey Matt, are you going to hand out this tune file? Absolutely. I can't give it to you right now because I haven't done shit yet, but yeah, that's the point. That's where we're cutting right to the chase here, is I'm telling you which products to use. I am going to set it all up in here, and then we're going to give away the list and everything, and I'll come up with a price, even though some people have been very gracious and they donated some turbochargers. I will factor in what they actually cost, show you guys a nice summary. So all I'm trying to do now is I have pushed the truck back to give myself working room here, all of this working room. So all I want to do is quickly put my manifolds and stuff back in and bolt the converter up and pull the truck forward, get the truck in so I can get more of my vehicles in. So that's tonight's goal on Project Don't BS Me. But yes, I have a bunch of stock computers over here, and what I was trying to do was use the operating system for the P59, and my P59s don't have idle air control drivers. That's a whole other subject for people that don't know a lot about HP tuners and stock computer tuning. Is the P59 is a drive-by-wire ECU, but it can be used on the TPS IAC drive-by-cable setup. If you research into this enough, it has to have an integrated circuit controller on the board that controls the idle air motor. The issue is, the ones that I have don't have it, and I don't know if I want to dig around enough if I'll just use the old one. I'll just use the PO1 with the Tahoe OS. Issue with the Tahoe OS is it doesn't support 3-bar real-time, which is the ultimate goal, because real-time means you can modify the fuel table and other things live while you're driving, see the result, fix it, easier, faster. It's a more efficient way to tune, check everything, and then you can flash it in as your base when you're done. It gets you to the end faster. So the Tahoe OS only does 2-bar, and I'm not even sure if it does real-time 2-bar, but I'll be searching through, and you guys can comment in and help me out here. What I'd like to do is do the P01 anyway and give people the option for the P01 tune. And then what I think I will do partway through this project is put the P59 ECU in that does 3-bar, real-time, and flex, and get that working and give away a P59 setup for people also. But that will be drive-by cable P59, and this is going way over some people's heads, but the more you research this, you'll understand it, or you can just say, fuck this is ridiculous, just tell me what to do when you're done. And that's fine too, I can understand that. But that's where we are today. Gonna put this turbo kit on, gonna bring the truck forward, blah, 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 blah. But also what I wanna do is, because I may end up giving away, what I would love to do, everyone's asking about the turbos. This is an On3 7875 cast wheel. This is a VS Racing Billet 7875, and this is the Bog Wiener S480 clone that was on the truck recently. All of these are fine. These are brand new. This one is used. Obviously, I put the wastegates in the housing. They're still on it. What I would like to do is put a wastegate onto my hot side this time, so I don't ruin a turbo. Not that it ruins the turbo, but if I put the wastegate here and then I auction this turbo or want to use it on something later, and this runs into a frame rail or part of the engine, or it just fucking doesn't fit, it's annoying to cut it off. It's harder to give it away. It's a pain in the ass for someone then. So I'd like to avoid all that, and I'd like to try another experiment with my hot side that still works fine, which is amazing how many times this hot side has been out. What I'd like to do is, I'm gonna put this in my truck then, and I want to put the wastegate in the front here, which is what they usually end up doing on this log style manifold. Because all the exhaust flow comes across, hits the front of this guy, and can dump right out the wastegate. So I just need to do a little bit of mock-up, and then I will cut in here and weld the wastegate right on the nose of this guy. So that is a quick little past tense, present tense, what's going on, couple questions about the ECU, couple questions about handing out the tune files, couple questions about the summary, why are you putting this other motor in, why are you doing this, why are you doing that. It's like a bunch of 2-year-olds, just for fun, for fuck all, that's why. I'm gonna do some burnouts for cheap, and then it will be cool to sell this truck, because it was impossible with all the money that was in it for anyone to want to spend the kind of money. So what would be neat is to complete this, have some fun, everybody can learn, I can learn, we can hand out some free shit to everybody, tunes, we all, you know, we get something out of this. I mean, I can get rid of this, free up some space, and then build something else retarded to hand out to everybody and learn and have fun with. So anyway, that is a slight rambletron mid-project update. I sent out the injectors. I don't know if I said this in the other video. The injectors are out. They're gonna get flowed and come back. I will fully explain again what happens with that, how that goes. I also sent out one of my harnesses to LSX Specialties. His name's Andy Bryant, is the main owner. I don't know if he says his wife works for him, and I think he made jokes about his kids, but they're way too young, I think. Anyway, I don't know enough about him. He's rewiring the harness. I'm gonna put that in, because that's the cheapest way to do it, guys. It's not that I don't like Holley. It's not that I don't like Megasquirt. It's not that I don't want to use any product in general. It's just that if you got a running complete engine like this for like $500-600 and it came with the wiring harness and ECU, it's cheap to send it out and have it rewired. Sure, you can do it yourself, but in the meantime, you could be doing this. You can pay someone who does it professionally to do a professional job. It'll work when you get it. You won't have any questions. The people that do this stuff, the good ones anyway, are well worth the money. So then all you need to do is hook it up the way they tell you to. They'll label everything, and then you're done. And then you use a stock computer that you got with the motor usually for free also. That's cheap too. If you don't know how to do that, you pay someone locally, hopefully, that will pay this total piece of shit you built, which is another concern, because a lot of tuners don't want to touch shit like this. So maybe you better learn on your own. Anyway, trying to end Rambletron update number 2. Gonna bolt some stuff together, move the truck forward, and continue on with the series throughout the week. Isn't that exciting? We're all gonna fucking learn something. Now, you can ask any other question. Please just watch this video end to end. And if you still have questions at the end of this, maybe you should watch it again and actually listen to what I'm saying instead of asking the question before I answer it. Anyway, you can ask again and I'll update again and I'll try to explain as much as possible. Obviously, everyone's watching this video. Some people are coming in way late at the game. They have no fucking clue what's going on. They could go back and watch a bunch of videos, or they could just ask questions. Whatever. We'll try. I'm gonna try. And that's it. That is the major update right now. Mid project Rambletron questions and answers.